Hey, it's Freedom Friday. Gotta get down on Freedom Friday. Son, you clicked on Taylor's link.
About to get weird.
You're a trader now?
I was like,
Going to Taylor's side? Michael, stay here.
Popped up and I saw Taylor's face and I left
Get in
like
here.
immediately.
What? Tell the people what's up. Haha. Hey, good morning, Kay. Good morning, Tiffany. Little snuggle bug this morning, huh? That's sweet. Happy Freedom Friday, y'all. Hope you're feeling good. It's like whenever it's nasty and gray in the morning, and on Fridays I don't do my workout until 12 noon. Instead of like getting up early and working out at 6 or 7 a.m. I get up later, and when it's like gray and nasty outside, for me, for Florida boy, I like get up later and I'm like, what the heck? Like it's gray and nasty outside. Where's the sun? Like I'm expecting to walk out here. This room is like all windows for the room just to be orange and bursting with sun. So I don't know, man. Kind of looks like Ohio out there. So, but it's all good. Anyways, happy Freedom Friday, y'all. I'll play our video next week. I think next week we're due up for our Mufasa video. What I want to talk about today is the slide edge. Has anybody read? I think this will be a really good point, and I know what I'm about to say, and what this quick call will be about is literally the only difference between where you are and where you want to be. Like this short message is the only difference between somebody that actually makes it, quote unquote, makes it, and what they want to do and doesn't, which is really crazy. But I'll touch real quick on the slight edge. Has anybody heard of the slight edge? You probably heard of the compound effect, if not slight edge. Have you heard of compound effect? Maybe Josh, Tyler, cool. Compound effect is a must, an absolute must. I mean, just success in life. If you want to be successful at getting up and reading in the morning, if you want to be successful at going to the gym, if you want to be successful at being happy, if you want to be successful at, being healthy, I mean, whatever it is, especially making, money and building a business, compound effect is an absolute must. Slight edge was actually written before the compound effect, and the compound effect came later with Darren Hardy and kind of reinforced a lot of the same principles. But it's really crazy that the slight edge is just talking about simple daily disciplines, little productive actions repeated consistently over time add up to the difference between failure and success. So you probably remember a while back, I know Michael remembers and burning his shoulders, holding up a video to take a video of me drawing out the compound effect. And this is exactly what it's talking about with the slight edge. So very, very similar. Hold on, I got to chug my beer. Let's go. Man, that beer looks good in Cabo. All right, so this really sucks to hear. Then this might suck to hear, but doing the little daily things that we talk about doing, if you just do those over a consistent amount of time, if you just do the personal development, if you just show up to the calls, show up to the seminars, show up to the conferences, show up to the meetings, show up to the hangouts, show up to the masterminds, if you just do that, and then you keep asking people to take a look at what you're doing, to join a movement, to transform their life through their health or their finances, if you just keep doing that over time, consistently without stopping, it is inevitable that it will happen for you to whatever extent you want it to be. The slight edge, and you also put in the compound effect. The slight edge or the compound effect is relentless and cuts both ways. Simple daily disciplines or simple errors in judgment, repeated consistently over time, make you or break you. So every little decision you make when you get up, what you do when you get up, when you look, what you look at on your phone when you get up, when you look at what you look at on your phone all day long, what you decide to do with your day, what you decide to do with your leisure, the coffee you decide to buy, the book you decide to read or don't decide to read, the people you decide to get lunch with or get dinner with, every little decision, the clothes that you wear, the clothes that you buy, every little decision is slowly compounding over time, and either making you and getting you to where you want to be, or breaking you and keeping you from where you want to be. I know that the concept is so simple. It's so easy to understand. It's so easy not to do and not understand as well. Without the slight edge or without the compound effect. Okay, so let's say without the slight edge, you can start with $1 million and lose it all. Because if you work to get to $1 million, okay, and we make $1 million in isogenics or whatever you do, whatever you decide to do, if you don't last long enough to make $1 million in isogenics, you can start with $1 million and lose it all if you do not continue to do the daily disciplines and habits that made you the person that was worthy of making $1 million. With the slight edge, you can start with a penny and accomplish anything you want. Does anybody know what a penny doubled for a month? How much, if you double a penny, if you go from a penny to 2 cents to 4 cents to 8 cents and onward for a month, does anybody know what a penny doubled for a month? How much that is?
I've seen this before. I'm going 1.2 million.
I'm actually, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up the video real quick. I was hoping they would show you one penny doubled. This is a really, really important concept. Seems dumb. Here we go. Penny doubled for 30 days. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Watch this. This will give a visual of what I'm talking about.
2 choices. Choice 1 is this.
This is about the book. So listen to this. I know it sounds dumb. Listen to this.
Fortunes. In order to do this, I want you to pretend that I can grant you 1 wish from 2 choices. Choice 1 is this. I will give you $1 million. Or choice 2 is that you get 1 cent that doubles every day for 31 days. On top of that, you have to drive 1 hour north to meet a friend of mine named Vendela. She will double your cent and give you 2 cents, and then you have to drive all the way back home. Then on day 2, you take your 2 cents back to Vendela, and she doubles your 2 cents and gives you 4 cents, and then you drive back. Well, you do this every day for 31 days. Which would you choose? $1 million or 1 cent doubled every day? Well, as a factory worker, it wasn't even a contest. $1 million for me, please. Who wants to run around for pennies? Here is where we find out that ignorance is not bliss. If you have a calculator, you can follow along and check it out for yourself. In day 1, you have 1 cent. Day 2, you double it and you have 2 cents. Day 3, you double it, you get 4 cents. That doubles and becomes 8 cents. And by the 10th day, you'll have $5.12. How embarrassing if you take the penny a day. Let's look at the 11th day. $5.12 doubles, it becomes $10.24. Then it doubles and becomes $20.48. And then it doubles and becomes $40. And in the 20th day, that doubles and becomes $5,242.88. Well, it's still not looking too good if you chose the penny. But what happens in the 21st day? 5,000 doubles and becomes 10,000. 10 doubles and becomes 20. And on the 28th day, $671,000 doubles and becomes $1.3 million. But wait a minute, we didn't agree to 28 days. We agreed to 31 days. And so on the 29th day, 1.3 doubles becomes 2.6 million. The 30th day, 2.6 million becomes 5.3 million. And in the final day of our agreement, day 31, $5,368,709.12 doubles, which is $10,737,418.20. Now who's laughing all the way to the bank? This is what the smartest man in the world, Albert Einstein, said when he was asked what he thought was one of the most powerful things on earth. He said that the 8th wonder of the world was compound interest. And so here's how we can make compound interest work for you.
Crazy. I love that. I love that video. Here comes my uncle. Oh, isn't that crazy? That makes sense. So how that applies here and like why would I think about that or show that is because the same will happen for us in our personal growth, in our business, but it's just not going to show up every single day the way you want it to. The results aren't going to be there. And so I have a couple notes here if you want to write these down, and I'll post these as well. But only 5%, so 1 in 20 people achieve the success and fulfillment they hope for. So only 5% of people in the world, 1 in 20, will even achieve close to the success and fulfillment they hope for. Most of our family, most of our friends, most of our coworkers, most people we know, even a lot of people in network marketing and in isogenics many will not reach the level of success and fulfillment they hope for. The other 95% either fail. So 95%, only 1 in 20 make it. The other 95% either fail or fall short. The only difference is a slight edge. The only difference is continuing to do the disciplines and the habits that you can't see immediately, but will show up in bigger ways than we know sooner or later. The secret to the 5% success is always in mundane, easy things that anyone could do. So the difference between my income and Herb Cepeda's income, he makes a few $1 million a year, is simple daily disciplines that I haven't, some that I haven't picked up on yet, and some that I just have to continue to do so that they will compound. It's the most powerful thing in the world is compound, the compound effect and time. And so that's what we have here. That's what we're teaching you. That's why we don't get rich quick. We get rich slow, but we get rich very, very, build this amazing foundation with a business model like Isagenix. It's a solid base. Like we're building an income. I'm building a bulletproof, $1 million income. That's just an online machine. It's just a money machine because of the foundation that we're building. We're doing it the right way, which is really, really important. So if you don't take any note, write this down and I'll put it in the YouTube notes. Also, I do put the descriptions and put some notes in the YouTube links. So people, if you're going back and watching it, you need to look for the links that I mentioned in here or the notes that I mentioned here, or your people that will watch this in the future or whatever, they direct them to the notes as well. But this is the most important. People don't do, this is why people don't succeed and why they don't do the things necessary. People don't consistently do those simple things for 3 reasons. There's 3 reasons why people don't do the things that could make them rich and successful and happy and healthy, but they don't do it. Number 1, while they're easy to do, they're also easy not to do. Jim Rohn says this too. The things that are easy to do, for me to sit here for 5 minutes and meditate, it's easy to do, but it's easy not to do. To message 10 people today and ask them how they are, or send out 10 birthday messages from Facebook birthdays and say, hey, happy birthday. God bless you. Hope all is well. Catch up soon. That is easy to do to build your network and your net worth, but it's easy not to do. To get on this call, to roll out of bed and to turn on the Zoom, we should have 50 people here, but they're all gone. Because it's easy to get on the Zoom and sit here and listen and learn something, but it's easy not to do. So number 1, it's easy to do, but it's easy not to do. All these little things, these little tiny habits and disciplines that make Jeff Bezos worth 200 billion and make me worth a few thousand is because of daily habits and disciplines that he did for 20, 30, 40 years before me. Number 1, so that's number 1. While they're easy to do, they're easy not to do. Number 2, you don't see any results at first. You're not going to see big results at first. You don't see big results in your first year. In a business like network marketing Isagenix, you're not going to, and unless you're a very rare breed, some random lucky story where you got rich in your first 6 months, your first year, very, very rarely. But for most people, majority of people in the world, you don't see results at first. What do you do when you go to the gym? You're like, man, I really need to get back to the gym. I really need to get healthy again. What do? You go do one workout and then you come home and stare at yourself in the mirror. You're like, where are my, the abs? Like, I just worked out so hard for 2 days. Where are my abs? And so that's why you don't see any results at first. You're not going to see the results. I still haven't seen all the results of my work and my effort and my time. And with sweat equity, it's called sweat equity. You have to put all this work up front into a business before it all shows up. It still hasn't shown up yet, even for me, a year and a half later. So I just, in year 2 to year 4 in network marketing Isagenix is where you really start to see the income pick up and the compound effect start to take place. So number 2, you don't see the results at first in any area of your life. Personal development too, you might read a couple of chapters of a book and you're like, wow, I'm still the same person. What the heck? I picked up the book and read some of it. I have to keep reading and keep going and keep learning. Number 3, they seem insignificant, like they don't matter, but they do. So number 1, while they're easy to do, like people don't do the simple things for these 3 reasons. They're easy to do, but they're also easy not to do. You don't see any results at first. and they seem insignificant, like they don't matter, but they do. Getting on the Zoom call and listening to me blabber or somebody else might seem insignificant, but it doesn't matter that much, but it does, and it will over time. When you take hundreds and thousands of team calls and trainings and lessons learned and put them all together over time, that is a lot. There's a lot of growth combined. And Emily Vavra, her vision and her mission and her mantra, she's famous for a campaign called 1% better. Just get 1% better every day. And over time, in 1 year, that's 365% better. 365% better in a year if you just get 1% better every day. But most people come into this business and get 1% better on Monday, get 1% better on Tuesday, 1% better on Wednesday, and then say, where's my money? Why am I not rich? Why am I not happy? I just worked my butt off and got 3% better this week in 3 days. Consistently doing the things, the mundane. So it's called master the mundane. So really, really good. But with the compound effect and with time, everything is possible. I'm going to leave. I'm going to sign off here with a passage from a book called Good to Great, which I haven't read yet. Maybe somebody's heard of it. Jim Collins' Good to Great. It's really, really good. But this is just a picture. So you can close your eyes if you're laying in bed, just listen to this story and try to picture this. So he says, hold on, let me drink my beer. So just picture this for yourself, for your life, for your personal development, for your health. Picture a huge, heavy flywheel, a massive metal disc mounted horizontally on an axle about 30 feet in diameter, 2 feet thick, and weighing about 5,000 pounds. Okay, so this humongous wheel it's really, really heavy, 5,000 pounds for it to turn and generate energy. Now imagine that your task is to get this flywheel rotating on the axle as fast and for as long as possible. So now you must push this flywheel with great effort. It weighs 5,000 pounds, this wheel, to get energy going. You get the flywheel to inch forward, moving almost imperceptibly at first. So you can't even hardly tell when you're pushing so hard that the wheel is even moving. You keep pushing. And after 2 or 3 hours of persistent effort, you get the flywheel to complete one entire turn. You keep pushing, and the flywheel begins to move a bit faster. And with continued great effort, you move it through a second rotation. You keep pushing in a consistent direction. Then turns 3 turns, 4 turns, 5 turns, 6. The flywheel builds up speed, 7 turns, 8 turns. You keep pushing, 9, 10, it builds momentum, 11, 12, moving a little faster with each turn. You're pushing, 20, 30, 50, 100. Then at some point, breakthrough. The momentum of the thing kicks in your favor, hurling the flywheel forward, turn after turn, whoosh. Its own heavy weight starts working for you. You're pushing no harder than the first rotation, but the flywheel keeps going faster and faster. Each turn of the flywheel builds upon work done earlier, compounding your investment of effort. 1,000 times faster, then 10,000, then 100,000. The huge heavy disc flies forward with almost unstoppable momentum. Now, suppose someone came along and asked, what was the one big push that caused this thing to go so fast? How did you do it? You wouldn't be able to answer. It's a nonsensical question. Was it the first push, the second, the 5th, the 100th? No, it was all of them added together in an overall accumulation of effort applied in a consistent direction. Some pushes may have been bigger than others, but any single heave, no matter how large, reflects a small fraction of the entire cumulative effect upon the flywheel. So hopefully you got some of that, but that is what you have. That is what you have at your hands in your life with your habits and with your disciplines and the power of the compound effect and the power of time. That is what we have. So go push and fight even when you don't see results, and you will win. And a little win, 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 a little punch, a little movement. in your growth, a little movement, a little punch in your business. And over time, we're building a machine of growth, a machine of income and things that it will turn, it will go faster and faster and faster and work for you. And I wish that for all of you in all areas of your life, not just in your business, but the money is nice too. So happy Freedom Friday, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for being here. Great to show up. I'm super pumped. So let's have a productive weekend. I hope that with this in mind, with the compound effect in mind, with every choice and decision that you make with your weekend, I hope that you choose it with your future in mind, with the compound effect and the power of consistent habits and disciplines over time. So choose your decisions, make your choose wise decisions and productive ones. Enjoy yourself, of course, but let's be productive and have an awesome weekend. And keep me in contact, keep me in the loop. I know Kate is working. She's sending me screenshots and sending me some messages. So congrats to her. Tiffany, I know you're moving. Tyler, I know you guys are grinding. Josh, let us know how we can help. And Sunny, I'm sure we'll see you sometime this weekend. So happy Freedom Friday. Feel free. Go get your meditation in, get your reading in. Go talk to people. Go tell them happy birthday. Tell them you love them. And, get me on some calls. Put me to work too. I work for you. Love and peace.